Two tech giants who help forge the streaming entertainment industry are projecting a win on the big screen. Satluj TV shares more on big plans unveiled at CinemaCon. Leaders in the movie theater industry descended on Las Vegas this week for the annual CinemaCon, which brings together both the multiplex chains and art houses to trade notes on the state of affairs. The last 3 years proved to be devastating. Some 2,000 U.S. theaters were forced to close forever, and traditional Hollywood studios like Warner and Disney skipped theaters and put major films on HBO Max and Disney+. But two white knights emerged out of the darkness: Apple and Amazon, who reportedly each plan to spend $1 billion per year on movies headed first for the big screen. Michael O'Leary is the chief of the National Association of Theater Owners. He says he's confident people will return to movie houses.
And the optimism is palpable, and it cuts across the industry. Even our studio partners are optimistic as well. So there's a very good feeling. I think it's important that the industry, however, kind of recognizes the significance of this moment. We can't forget what it felt like a few years ago, and we have to make the most of this moment and try to drive the narrative around the theatrical and the cinematic experience so that we can fully get people back into the habit, I guess, of going to movies.
Since big screens reopened, Apple and Amazon have pivoted, giving movies like Air, Napoleon, and Killers of the Flower Moon extended runs in theaters. The industry's drive to boost subscriber numbers has been dissipating, with investors and markets demanding more focus now on making money.
Well, I think one of the interesting things that came out of the pandemic is you kind of had a little bit of a crash course in whether or not a purely streaming model would work. And I think that there's been a recognition, I think not just in the marketplace, but also on Wall Street, that you have to have elements that allow you to make a profit, and the theatrical space is one of those places where you can do that.
Still, the industry faces urgent challenges ahead. Some of the world's biggest movie theater chains remain in dire financial straits. Cineworld last year filed for bankruptcy, and heavily indebted AMC has had to sell shares to raise cash. And Netflix is still a holdout. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, was the streaming behemoth's biggest theatrical launch, but only played on around 600 screens. Netflix spends around $17 billion on original content per year. That's far more than Amazon or Apple. For all your headlines and late-breaking stories, go to satlujnetwork.com. Reporting for Satluj TV, I'm Layla Gould.
Go where no one has gone before. Between the sounds of bombs and the whisperings, echoes of truth. Confronting power with courage and lighting the darkest shadows to inform and inspire. Flowing with truth and charting our own path. Satluj Network. Let the truth flow.